the Big Apple. Oh, and there's hot dogs in Central Park, ethnic foods from almost any country in the world, hot pretzel stands on nearly every corner.
Does that look yummy? It's so big.
Pizza restaurants the size of my closet, ice cream stalls, popsicle stands.
It's coloring.
New York is a kid's heaven when it comes to eating. Join us as we take a bite out of the Big Apple. Oh yeah, and check out one or two attractions along the way in
Carol Kitchen, New York! I'm Nathan. And I'm Seamus.
And we're Mom and Dad.
We're traveling around the world discovering amazing countries, new cultures, and really wild experiences together.
Come along with us as we learn all about our planet and about being together as a family.
As we discover the wonders of the world, the wonders of nature, and sometimes wonder, what were we thinking? In Travel with Kids. New York, one of the boldest cities in the world, and to many, mainly New Yorkers, the center of the universe. While it's a crazy city with sometimes maddening crowds,
It's cool to be in New York because there's a lot of people.
with the right planning, New York can be the most memorable trip you've ever taken with your kids. When you're visiting New York City, be sure to book a hotel that's on the island of Manhattan. That's where most of the tourist attractions are. And when you're traveling with kids, location is everything.
We're staying across the street from Penn Station and just a few blocks from Times Square and the Empire State Building. A hotel in the center of it all might cost a bit more, but location is everything, especially with kids.
We take a few minutes to plan out our day on a map with the help of the concierge desk.
So if you go up to Times Square on Broadway and 45th Street,
To make the most of our time, we've decided on the subway for a train uptown to the Natural History Museum and Central Park.
New York's subway system is the third busiest in the world, with almost 1.5 billion riders per year. And a few rats.
What's that rat?
As you can imagine, it can be quite hectic. Most stations are historic and have not been renovated, and the lowest station is 180 feet below ground. So be prepared for lots of stairs and escalators.
Here we go.
The subway ride is pretty easy. Despite the crowds and stairs, the kids are sports about the whole thing, getting in and out of strollers and making the trek. Finding our platform is easy with signs posted all over the place, directing you to platforms by line, letter, or number, and train direction. If your kids are too old for strollers at home, you might want to bring them for this trip. Getting around subway stations, the long walks up and down Manhattan streets, and of course the airports, strollers sure come in handy.
The subway stop for the Natural History Museum actually empties right into the museum, so we never even leave the station. Now that's convenience. If you've watched our series before, you know how we like to use popular media at home to get the kids excited before a trip. And lucky for us, the film A Night at the Museum came out just before this trip. So the kids are really excited when we walk into the lobby and a huge dinosaur looks down at them. No playing fetch today, boys. Please don't touch the bones.
Some family friends of ours live in the area, so Sean, this 13-year-old teenage boy, is joining us. I wonder if this is going to make traveling easier or more difficult.
are we allowed to sit on that?
No. The kids want to find the characters from the movie. Their first request is for Attila the Hun. While we can't actually find the famous Hun, we do explore lots of cool ancient Chinese statues. Next stop, Hall of African Mammals, where we find the lions.
That's the daddy lion.
And then on to the dinosaurs, where the kids get a chance to touch and feel real dino fossils.
So you can touch their teeth, their toes. This is the tail.
And barely escape their giant jaws.